welcome back to this Sims 4 house building videos. Today I'm sharing a tiny house that I built a few days ago that is centered around the theme of someone who really likes sports. This house is a lot more modern than other houses I built, and I just wanted to play around with the style here and added some modern features in here. As you'll see right now, we're just working on the outside, and I went for a gray, black, and yellow color scheme. I thought it really, the bright colors alongside of the darker tones was really helpful to bring out the extra color. Because you don't want it to be too bright, but you don't want it to be too boring, right? So it has a little bit of something to draw your eye to it, you know? And we're just getting in a fence here. This fence will change in a little bit, but I just wanted to mark out where the fence would be physically, and then worry about which fencing type I wanted. So you'll see we use this black kind of stone, but we changed that for the higher one. And yeah, so then we are going on to the inside. I really liked the modern touches on this one. That's not really a style I always build in, but I thought it was really fun to try this time. And as you see, I'm getting some bigger windows, like the ones from Snowy Escape. I just thought those tall windows were really brought out the space a lot more. And we're also getting that base game window that just got updated with the new color update. And so there's a pure black in there now. And you see these are the windows I was talking about from Snowy Escape. And we also have one on the front up there. It was really hard to pick out how exactly I wanted this laid out. And I cut most of that out on the inside, as you see right here. And because I was struggling really hard with this layout, because it's such a small space, it's kind of hard to get everything you want into the space and kind of hard to find the layout that works best. So you see me switching that door around, thinking about where it would go, where it would fit best for a full bathroom. And this bathroom in here is pretty big for a tiny house. It's 2x3, so 6 tiles. Usually, bathrooms in smaller houses like this are 3, maybe 4 tiles. But I decided a bigger bathroom would work for this. And I like it that it has those that 2x3 space. You see where the bed is. I like that little space. I think it's really cozy, and later in the build we're going to cut it off from the rest of the house so it's kind of separated. Not by walls, but by a room divider, I believe. And I think that just it keeps the space separate, and I like how it turns out. And you'll see here we're trying to work on where to put the kitchen and the dining table. With this space, it was really hard to find the best orientation for the kitchen and like the living room, because it was such a small space, you know? And you'll see where we'll figure it out here in a little bit. But I tried to make a dining table that was a 2x1 work here, but I could only fit a square dining table in this apartment. So, I mean, sorry, in this tiny house. I always do that, but it'll be the same table. We're just switching it out for a smaller version. And then that's the chair from Tiny Living. I think it's really cute. I don't use it very often, but I just hung it up. I just put it right in here, and I think it fit really well with my black and yellow color scheme. You see those have the blue pillows on it as well, but I thought it still worked. And then we're getting a little side table over here for a TV. Just something small. And then we get this hanging plant above the TV. And I think that corner was very lonely and very empty, so I just decided to put a hanging plant there, and I feel like it really brought the space together. And you'll see there's the square dining table. I tried to make the rectangle one work, it just wasn't coming together. And now we're on into the bathroom. We use a shower in here. We could have fit a tub, but I thought a shower would work better for this build. I didn't want the bathroom to be too cramped, and I think the shower really helped with that. We're changing the windows out over here so that there's a little more privacy in the bathroom. And one thing you'll notice about this build, and especially a little later, is there's not a lot of clutter in here. I thought this person was very clean and tried to keep their space fairly tidy. So they just don't have too much clutter, and I feel like that's okay for some Sims. And here's the divider I was talking about. I'm going to move those windows so it works a little better in a bit. But I thought they were a athlete, a pro athlete, or at least training to be. So I have some posters above the bed that really highlight that those activities. And then we tried to use this that t-shirt, the jersey, but I switch it out for one from another pack, I believe. And you'll see that come together in just a minute. Yeah. And we have these from kids' room, which I thought were made a little more sense in this space. And then we're just getting some wall decorations up so it's not too bland in here. I wanted it to be clean, but not boring. So we still have some wall decorations, and we bring a little personality in here, just not with clutter so much as decoration. And then we're just getting some blinds in here. I really liked these ones from Cottage Living. I feel like they didn't really fit the style, but it kind of worked. If you see here, the blinds, they did work pretty well in this space. And just getting those on a few windows, getting a pathway out here. I opted for a little more of a modern pathway that kind of is a little disconnected, just for just so it adds a little bit of intrigue out front. It makes it a little more interesting. And then out in the backyard, you'll see where this really starts to come together, where we have a lot of sports equipment out here. It took me a while to figure out the layout I wanted back here, but you'll see it come together eventually. And we get a lot of sports equipment out here. We get a pool, and I feel like they could just swim laps and work out that way as well. And um, that's about it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And just watch the rest of the build and you'll see the finishing touches here. And that's all I have to say for this one. Thanks for watching.